Hi, everyone, and welcome to RIT SportsZone. I'm Janda. Now, since the season began in late October, Coach Scott McDonald's Lady Tigers have been standing on top of the college hockey world. But their pursuit of perfection was finally put to the ultimate test as the unbeaten and #1 ranked Tigers welcomed ECAC West rival Plattsburgh to town for a pair of games right here at Ritter. The Lady Tigers playing in front of a record crowd of 1,854. We pick it up in the third, under a minute to play. Tigers trailing 2-1, and on the power play, Sarah Dagg, the wrister, gets through for the goal. Dagg's 12th on the year, tied the game at 2, and sent us to overtime. Where in OT, Plattsburgh with a golden opportunity, but Laura Chamberlain slides, makes the fantastic stop. Now RIT and Plattsburgh skate to a 2-2 tie. Game 2 of their weekend series also ended in a tie, so the Tigers remain #1 in the nation as their unbeaten streak is now at 19 games.
You know, we expected them to be probably our toughest competition to date right now, and they didn't disappoint. They were right there, and there's no weakness on their team at all. And their goaltender was an all-conference goalie last year, and that's why she is a top goalie in the league. You know, I think we're a good team, and you don't win a game on a weekend. It's kind of tough to say, but I'm really pleased with how they played all weekend. They played hard and physical, and they're a little beat up right now, but it's only going to make us a lot better as we go into playoffs.
We know, like, for the future, playoff-wise, it's going to be, you just know it's going to be a good game. Just the fact we came out with 2 big games, and they were both ties, so just pretty much unfinished business for playoff-wise.
And how was it tonight and yesterday to play in such a big crowd that you're probably not used to?
Oh, it was amazing. I've never played in front of such a big crowd before, ever. Like, it was just incredible. Like, people, like, so loud, you could barely hear yourself think, and it was incredible, though.
Still to come on SportsZone, a blackout at Ritter Arena, and SC goes behind the scenes with this senior hockey star. Last year, RIT and the Rochester community came together to make the rink pink, raising over $21,000 for the fight against cancer. As our very own Olivia Angerosa reports, this year the women's hockey team showed its true colors again by helping to black out Ritter for another worthy cause.
As the Tigers faced off against SUNY Plattsburgh, they did so with a cause. RIT's women's hockey team, along with Zeta Tau Alpha Sorority, teamed up with Geneva General Cardiology Association in order to black out heart disease. The Tigers hit the ice sporting black jerseys and hope to black out the Ritter Arena for this cause. So how did the idea of blacking out heart disease come about?
It kind of stemmed off last year's Pink in the Rink game, and we just wanted to do something a little different, and I think heart disease is a huge issue in the U.S. right now.
So who originally approached you with the blackout heart disease idea?
So I'm lucky enough to work with Coach Scott McDonald's wife, Christina. And when they were looking for another area to partner, we pitched the idea of working with our cause, and it's been a great partnership. We feel very, very lucky.
And how is heart disease specifically important to you?
The HCM on the shirt, if you saw it, it's a heart condition for young athletes. And, too often it's found too late in young athletes. And that's what the money's going towards, is more research into that and more development into cure.
Well, what we've decided is we're going to purchase as many AEDs, the automated external defibrillators, as we can for places that can't afford them on their own. Schools, outlying clinics, and athletic facilities.
And being a doctor and dealing with people who are obviously dealing with this every day, how does this affect you personally?
For me, being a sports fan and a physician first, this is something where it's so exciting to be able to help people perform to their maximum. What we're trying to do is not take people off the playing field. What we try to do is give them the peace of mind that they're able to perform to their maximum safely.
For any disease, I think it's a great cause. We did the pink jerseys last year, and that was a big success. And I think breaking away from the men's team and doing our own was a big step for us, and I think it was pretty successful, so it's great.
What role did Zeta Tau Alpha play in promoting this event?
Zeta Tau Alpha pretty much
pulled all the students from RIT to this event. We invited over 2,500 people to the game, and I think it's safe to say that a lot of those people that were invited are here tonight. And we also table sat with the girls from the hockey team and sold T-shirts.
So what specifically did the team do to promote it and raise money?
Well, we got the shirts, and there's the live auction online right now. And then also we had a bunch of T-shirts that we were selling around campus all week. And I think there was close to maybe $2,000 in sales.
Was playing tonight's game any different because you were supporting such a great cause?
I think so. I mean, we had the big crowd here, and I mean, that makes it a lot more exciting. And we've been working all week at promoting the game and getting T-shirts sold and our jerseys and stuff like that.
How do you think RIT students are responding to this event?
I think they're responding so well. Like, we have so much support tonight. I've never seen the rink packed this much. There were so many people in black. I just think the campus really pulled together nicely to support this great event.
What does it mean to see your students promoting such a great cause?
Oh, I think it's wonderful. It's a wonderful cause. We're raising a lot of money for the cause. The jersey auctions are going great, and the game's a great game. Well, I mean, it's it's yet another example of how RIT is making noise in almost every possible area. We're making noise as students who are real students. We're making noise as student athletes. We're making noise as just a great and growing institution. So it's a great thing for RIT and a great day for us.
You know, this has been the perfect situation because as the Lady Tigers have done so well and gotten so much publicity, just to be able to partner and to be able to wear the jersey proudly with our cause on the sleeve has been terrific. If you have somebody like the Lady Tigers out here who the kids look up to be affiliated with a program like this, it's incredible.
Now, the Blackout was a huge success. Black jersey bids, T-shirt sales, and other donations raised over $10,000 to help fight heart disease. Welcome back to SportsZone. Now, when Jasmine Mason had set foot on campus 4 years ago, her goals and expectations were sky high. So the fact that she recently broke a record in the triple jump didn't come as a major surprise to the RIT senior. But as Kristen Klock reports, the leap was a huge feat considering the number of injuries and setbacks that have plagued Maisonet's career.
Basketball was Jasmine Maisonet's top priority when she arrived at RIT. But a broken leg and a nagging shoulder injury changed everything.
The leg was an instant ow, pain, great, it's broken kind of like thing, but my shoulder was just constantly, even when I wasn't working out, if I was just sitting around, it was like, hi, I'm here, I'm gonna annoy you. So it was harder to recover from that, I guess, because it was more just a constant pain.
So how did that affect you as a competitor? Do you think it made your game stronger?
Mentally, yes, because I knew I had to work out, I had to get back in shape. Not being able to walk, obviously, doesn't help with that, but yes, it did make me stronger.
The dual sport athlete eventually gave up her basketball career so she could focus solely on track and field.
It was a hard choice for her not to play basketball this year. And I think for her, it was just a huge payoff, to kind of, in her eyes, to realize that maybe she made the right choice, for different reasons. But I was happy for her, a little bit. You could tell she was relieved, a little weight was off her shoulders.
The huge payoff came in December when Maisonet broke the school record in the triple jump by a remarkable 1.5 feet.
All I had in my head was that I broke a record and I set a new one. And then it happened again. And I was like, this is the best day of my entire life. Even days after that, I couldn't believe that I'd actually set an RIT record.
Did you ever imagine after your injuries that you would set such a record?
No.
You never thought you'd get to that point?
My freshman year, I broke the indoor triple jump record outdoors, so it didn't count. So I knew I could do it. But then I broke my leg, and that season was just a complete wash. And I was just like, oh, well, here we go. Let me try again. I didn't think I could actually do it. But then seeing myself getting stronger, my shoulder getting better, and just practices, and I knew I could definitely get it done.
Although Maisonet's athleticism is a key contributor to her success, her confidence and determination certainly helped as well.
Jasmine's a tremendous leader, and leadership is one thing she's really brought to the table this year. Her commitment throughout the fall, when the student athletes first came in, leading individual practices. Obviously, they're not mandatory, but showing up every day is a big commitment, and I think that's something she's really grown into that role as a leader this year. I think it's helped her performance a lot. I think her confidence has grown a lot, and I think that, that sense of awareness as a competitor, that you need to summon your greatest strength when it's needed, in the greatest moments. And I've seen Jasmine really capitalize on that, especially so far this year. She just, it's time to really hone in and get focused and turn it on.
Maisonet wants to finish her senior year by making an appearance at the NCAAs. She only has 8 more inches to go and until late February to qualify.
For her to do what she did, it's kind of the tip of the iceberg, because we really haven't done a ton of work on the triple jump yet. It's been mostly, we've been working on things leading up to the triple jump. And talent-wise, the talent's there, the attitude's there, and it's just the beginning of some bigger things to come.
What would getting to the NCAAs mean to you?
The world? Just getting there, because I've never been, would be just an amazing accomplishment, to just be there. It's a good feeling, but I want to set the bar higher. So I want to make this record last.
So you won't just be satisfied with what you have now?
No, definitely not.
At RIT, there's no question that hockey is king. While the women's team is off to the program's best start ever, the men's team has quietly worked its way to the top of the conference standings. One of the key contributors to the Tigers' success has been forward Mike Janda. Earlier this month, SZ was granted an all-access pass to hang with the senior leader before, during, and after the Tigers' 4-1 win over visiting Bentley.
9:30, we're gonna go heat up before morning skate and get ready for a nice game.
Well, congratulations to you, Eric.
I've been having back spasms lately, so I've been heating pretty much every day, try and loosen my back up a little bit.
Basically, what's happening right now is it's electric stimulation to get a reaction on my muscles, and got a heat pack on to warm the muscles up, get them going in the morning. I probably started playing hockey when I was about 7. I've been skating since I was 3. I played house hockey until I was in high school, which is pretty rare. A lot of guys play midget or play travel or AAA. Played 4 years at my high school, won 2 state championships. Then went to play juniors for 3 years, and then came here. So it's been the same routine since I was 7. Hockey in the fall, winter, spring, and baseball in the summer. So it's been a good life.
Thanks, Timmy.
Yep, we'll see you later.
Okay, sounds good. Now we're gonna go get dressed. We'll throw on a little bit of gear, not too much. We'll go skate around for a little bit, shoot some pucks. All right, let's do this.
We haven't played here in a while, so it's nice to just get on the ice in the morning before and get a feel for that puck. Everything happens a lot faster here because the zones are a little bit smaller, but it definitely happens to our advantage because teams aren't used to the small rink and the speed that we play in the rink, so it's definitely a home field advantage. I chose RIT just for the pure fact that they win. They're going to keep winning. The best chance to go to the NCAA tournament like we did last year and make magic happen, and the best education out of these other schools that I was talking to. So ultimately, between the schools that were talking to me, RIT was my first choice.
All that in the morning. Plans after college right now are up in the air. I don't really know. I might try and play somewhere after the season ends and see what happens, see if anything comes of that. Other than that, probably go back to school to be a teacher, and hopefully someday be an athletic director at a college or a high school. Everyone on our team tapes their stick a different way, so it's definitely some hockey players like to do, baseball players do stuff with their bats and whatnot. Hockey stick is a tool of trade, and guys take care of it. All right, so that concludes the tape sticking, or the stick taping, and throw some wax on her later, and she'll be ready to go. We'll go hang out in the lounge, wait for some food. Nicknames. Yeah, let's see, Panda, Panda Bear, anything, Polar Ice, Polar Bear, you name it. Anything that has to do with a bear. I like Panda Bear, it doesn't bother me. People just call me Panda, so it kind of just goes with the name Janda. And lunch is over, tape sticks, so head back to the apartment, play some video games, so let's go check out my place. I'll go home. A lot of guys sleep. I don't really like to sleep because typically, I don't know, for some reason I just can't get my body to wake up. So I just sit on the couch and play video games or watch TV or something, keep my body awake. Yeah, it's been a good 4 years. It's a bittersweet, you know. I'm ready to go and move on to the next part of my life, but deep down I'm really gonna miss playing hockey here and being a part of the team here and the whole atmosphere and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's like nothing other. So if you guys want to come into the Palace, we'll show you around. So we throw some jerseys up on the wall. I have to say though, this is my pride and joy of the entire apartment. Big Blackhawks fan, as you can see, you know. Got a couple things from last year, threw it in a poster. Got my Blackhawks poster right next to it, obviously. We have our NCAA trophy from last year, and then my collection of hats. So it's nice and cozy here, quiet and pretty dark, so it's good. Throw this baby on over here and sit on the couch and break out my video games before and get focused, play NHL, and then see the game and start visualizing for the game tonight. All right, guys, time to play some video games and get my rest in before the game. So why don't you guys find your way out, and we'll see you in a couple hours at the game. Take it easy. Pretty much do the same thing every game day. Come in, change, grab a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, eat a banana, play some soccer. After that, we have a meeting. I go shoot some hoops for 15 minutes with a couple guys on the team. And then after that, we get ready to go.
We'll get a ton of goals at the other end. Compete, boys! Tigers on 3.
1, 2, 3, Tigers!
Just after we stretch and warm up and stuff, I just kind of walk around. I just listen to music and stuff, and that's kind of when I start getting in the zone.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Rap. I don't know why, the beats. I like the beats. Playing at the Ritter's nothing like nothing else, you know. It's kind of more of an event for the fans than it is for us. I've learned to appreciate it over the last couple of years that when you play at home, you're putting on a show for your fans, and even though it only holds 2,000 people, it feels like there's 10,000 people rocking. So it's a great place to play, a great place to be a part of. Right wing blue line, I'll sit in the stands for about 15 minutes, just visualize the game and see what's happening out there before it happens, and then get in the locker room and I get dressed right to left. So I put everything on my right on first, put my right skate on, left skate on, right shin pad, left shin pad. But that's pretty much all the game day rituals I have. Day in the life, you know? Wow. It's a great life.
Wow. You confuse with someone else?
No.
24/7 is 24/8.
Exactly. They're all over me. I love it. It was a solid team effort, and we got to come back tomorrow night just as strong because we know they're going to come back strong because nobody likes losing on Friday and Saturday. So tomorrow's going to be a battle, but we're good on Saturday, so we'll be ready for it. So after I ride the bike, I'm gonna go ice my old man shoulders for a little bit. They're a little sore. And then we have a little team dinner tonight upstairs with the band and corner crew, kind of an appreciation thing. We do this once a year, show a little appreciation for the support they give us, and I think it's great for both us and them to get to meet some of them. So we'll wrap that up and then head home and get a good night's sleep and do it all over again tomorrow.
Well, that does it for yet another edition of RIT SportsZone. Don't forget, for the latest episodes and more, we're always on at RITSZ.com. And you can also stay up to date with SportsZone by following us on Twitter and friending us on Facebook. So until next time, thanks for joining us here in the Zone.